But kids, all of my friends who have kids are in hell. I actually don't know anyone who's like happy and has children at this age.
Let me preface this by saying there is nothing wrong with not wanting kids or not wanting kids in your future or thinking that kids are not the answer for you. Like, that is a-okay. And I think that's the point that she was trying to get across, that like she doesn't really have an interest in becoming a mother because she doesn't think that it's something that she would enjoy. But the delivery was poor. It was very poor. Which is why you have a lot of moms that are like up in arms about this podcast, because like it can come off offensive. It can. The way I look at it is, if I was Chapel's mom friend and I heard her say this on a podcast, I would probably be upset. And I know I'm not Chapel's friend and I'm not, okay? But the reason I would be hurt is because you take this entire experience that has completely changed my life and you're gonna compare it to something as drastic as hell. You can sit there and say you don't like the idea of motherhood. You can sit there and say that you don't like the concept of being a mother. You can sit there and say that you think you can't handle being tired, or you don't think it's your best path to follow in life. Sit there and compare something like motherhood, actually parenthood, because she didn't even specify mothers. Parenthood is the equivalent of hell, is like, no, that's not okay. I know for a fact I'm not the only parent that would say this, but being a parent is hard. Having kids is hard. Having a family is hard. Being married is hard. It's all hard, okay? But that doesn't mean that it is not worth the struggle. While I probably am the most stressed out that I've ever been in my life, I am simultaneously the happiest that I have ever been in my life. That's just my experience talking, but I feel like we see a lot of negativity around motherhood and parenthood, and people just like constantly complaining about being tired and having kids, and too much stress, too much going on, a lot of chaos, being overstimulated. You see that all over social media, and that is why I always try to paint a prettier picture of motherhood, because you do have people on this app that are debating whether motherhood is right for them. And yes, there are struggles and there are hard parts of motherhood and parenthood, but there are also beautiful avenues of parenthood that you cannot experience in any other way. There's like a different level of love and happiness that gets unlocked when you become a parent, and it's like almost impossible to describe it to somebody who's not a parent. It's a feeling, it's an experience that you will never be able to put in words, because like I can sit here and tell you how happy I am with my kids, but you're still gonna look at me and dwell on the fact that I said I was tired yesterday. That's just my input, that's just my opinion. Chap was able to have her own opinion as well, which is why she said what she said. I'm not up in arms about it because my life does not get affected by what Chapel says, the same way that her life won't get affected by what I say. So, yeah.